Sends the offense back out onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They're getting talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area.
There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you his speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Got out of trouble and throws. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looking to throw, it's Hurtado. Here comes the heat. Caught behind the line. It's Cutler. He did not make it a stonewall on third down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Makes the catch at the 30. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, you get a touchdown, Jesse. I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB, nowhere to go with the football.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it. 1st down and more. Open field on and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Dropping back, it's Hurtado. Caught in the backfield, it's Coates. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snagged out of the air. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. On the ground, it's Coates. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Hurtado. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Pulls and fires complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Hurtado. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the 1st down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the Tigers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Power football with the run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. He gets him at the 21, but a big play there to get away from the shadow of the goalpost. They picked up 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. A little screen to the running back. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Right on the money. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down.
Timeout, Clemson.
Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Back to throw, it's Hurtado. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Lofts one high and deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking for space. It's Morse. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wants to throw, it's Hurtado. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. At the 45, on his way. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Finds this big tight end. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yeoman Stadium. They're up by 4 over Air Force. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Going to the running game. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. On target to the left. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Under fire. Complete to the left. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver
got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued.
And the 2nd half looking a lot like the 1st half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Got his man out of the backfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Hurtado. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cutler. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Tiger. Special teams coming through the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Hurtado. This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down ball. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete on the right side. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Let's it fly. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
He's got it inside the 15, and he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. And the Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that...
There he goes! He's up! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Clemson!
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Looking for a man, it's Savage. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got his man.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Fakes to grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Caught at the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Provo. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Savage. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Hey, this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
Fires to the tight end. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal, this one a 37-yarder. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered.
Breaks into the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it on the move. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
Yeah, that's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session. There was more.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Kentucky sends out the punting unit.
Brings up fourth down.
Wants to bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with a dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? And we'll just see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in college football. Maybe they put the ball on the ground. They don't execute the center-quarterback exchange.
They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll go right back to him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? When you know you have a team out